To Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I just did a little bit of fiddling to make sure that the audio was okay. I'm just testing this on my computer right now to make sure it looks and sounds all right. 1 second here. Clicky clicky. Don't see it yet. 1 second. All right. Okay, looks like it's there. I'll be in the chat in a moment. Okay. Good. Stream looks good. Gonna be doing some more live stuff this week. Trying to catch up on playing some of these games now that I'm back home in Vancouver. All right, let's see. Let's get this stream open on my phone so I can read the chat. We are also going to be doing stuff from the Vic's Basement setup, so I'll be able to have a camera on me and also have a laptop instead of my phone, so it'll be a little bit better, a little bit easier to read this stuff. All good. Welcome back, Victor Arms, Lucas. Thanks, Expert Gaming. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see you, Taz. Jeremy, how's it going, Taz? Happy Monday. Hope the day's been going all right with everybody. Let's check out a little bit of this Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Now this is a lot like those hack and slash games, the Dynasty Warriors and the Samurai Warriors games. I actually really liked the first game, and I know that this is coming to the Switch as well, so I'm curious to see how it fares on that machine. I played a little bit of this at a Square event earlier this year, and I thought it was really fun. Love the art style. I'm not a Dragon Quest super fan like my pal Johnny Millennium. He knows everything about Dragon Quest. But I do know how to do the hack and how to do the slash, because I've done a lot of that in my life. Alright, that knight is much bigger than me!
Oh, I almost forgot! Don't forget to jump too! Float like a butterfly, and sometimes you can sting like a bee!
I think that's Tommy Tallarico doing the voice of that little buddy of mine. I think the game runs in 60 frames per second on the PS4. I'm playing it on the Pro. Good question, Expert Gaming. Okay. Now that I am streaming at 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Finish him! Go on, just as you were trained.
Hope it looks okay and sounds okay. I do like streaming off of the Pro, and I'm psyched to check out 4K streaming off of the new Xbox as well. But I guess we'll have to get a Mixer account at that point.
That hurt!
Sorry. I was dreaming about the war.
The war? But that was a zillion years ago.
Yeah,
Jeremy, thank you, man. Big week for Film Fury. We're going to have Wonder Woman this week. I'm so psyched.
Oh, no.
We're going in cosplay, of course.
When the war finally ended, the people of the world made a solemn pact never to fight again. The world was divided into 7 realms, and peace reigned for 1,000 years.
Hey!
Ah! Better late than never.
Adrian Leon.
So you guessed I was napping.
Adrian Leon.
Too well.
Honestly, how did I come to have such a lazy bones for a cousin?
I'm getting it, Adrian. Adrian Leon. Are you? Where are you based?
How did you two meet?
Oh, we got talking one day at the academy.
I'm Helix. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Leighton JT.
Wait, have we
Love
met
that.
someone before?
Huh?
So,
The
how's
Navi,
everyone back
yes.
home in Tunisia?
Hey, listen!
No, I hate to say it. You look like you're doing pretty well yourself.
Oh, Jeremy, that's great, man. Thank you.
Ah, almost forgot. Here, a little present from everyone. You've been in harbour for a year now. We thought you might be pining for a taste of home.
You can say that again. This little
I love that they
beauty's going
cast Game of
stew.
Thrones actors
By
for
the
this.
way, how are you enjoying life here in the big city?
Huh?
Wow. So this is the famous cathedral.
Victor Oliveira,
It's
next
incredible.
movie review is Wonder
pictures
Woman
really
on
don't do it
Wednesday. We'll
justice.
try to get it up as
Should
quickly as
ever
possible
wicked
on
war
Wednesday after we
resume,
see
the
it.
dragon shall the
So
sun
probably early
consume,
Thursday.
And sibling souls be born as once before. But till the land be steeped in blood, may sovereign twins, however good, ne'er hope to rule in peace forevermore. Right? Isn't that how the prophecy goes?
Yeah, not that I have a clue what it means. Maybe
Gee, Rockwell,
like,
I can't
"Don't you dare
wait to play
fight each other
Farpoint.
again." That's
I'm
my
going to
best
try to
guess anyway.
score that and
Will you stop waving that thing around?
starred.
Oh, I see you're every
What
bit
is it?
as
Starred
reckless
Death
as
or
ever.
something like that. There's
And I
another
see
shooter
you're
out there
every
for
bit
the
as scared of a
PSVR I
little
want to get to.
Me?
Right. that's enough
Spider-Man.
sightseeing for one day.
Hey everyone.
Time to hit the barracks.
It's good to see you,
Hey,
Spider-Man.
wait!
Love your
Wait
work.
for me!
This game looks absolutely gorgeous, right? Very nice textures and art. Yeah, absolutely. That's what's so wonderful about the Dragon Quest games.
Not
Even the
bad.
3DS
It's
games
even
look
got a
amazing.
little backyard.
This is
Well,
on the
say little.
PlayStation
It's
4
big enough
Pro.
to swing a sword in.
The
Reminds
Nintendo
me,
freaks.
I never asked you how your studies have been going. You're top of the class, I suppose.
Of course I am. I'm the
Spidey,
best
this isn't
swordsman in the
really
academy
a
by
Dragon
miles.
Quest game.
Oh, is that so?
It's a very neutered role-playing experience. It's
Yeah.
really just about hacking and slashing and
If you
fighting.
don't
And
believe me, I'll be happy to show you.
there is some strategy
Quick spar while
involved
the pot
in
boils.
the paths
You're
that you
off.
take, but it's really about combat, this
But I
game.
won't be holding back. I hope you're ready. Things are about to get
I guess you do
serious.
level up and stuff, but it's really there's just a tremendous amount of enemies on screen, and you just try to bash through
The
everything.
duel of the cousins commence! This is going to be amazing!
Helix!
I mean, all right, recruits, listen up! Begin by showing me that you know the basic forms. This one first.
Okay.
That's it! Next, have a go at this one.
This one! Did I get that?
Good! It seems your attacking is in order. Now for defense. As you know, enemy attacks can be evaded by dodging. Go ahead, show me how it's done.
I believe G4 exists, but I don't believe they have anything to do with video
Impressive.
games, which is
And of course, any
tragic, right,
self-respecting
Chris
knight
Smith?
knows how to parry. If you please.
oh, there we go.
A fine demonstration of offensive and defensive skills, soldier. Now, let's look at spells and special abilities. Remember, both cost magic points to use. Go ahead and try using one.
I can't hit Helix. Okay. Wow! That's cool.
I'm almost impressed. You've definitely improved since last year.
Nice.
I see that the old rivalry between you two is hotting up. Shall we finish by talking about tension? As I'm sure you have learned, both attacking and being attacked cause your tension to increase.
Okay.
The bar at the bottom left of the screen shows your current tension level. Now, let the spirit of cousinly competition flow free and fill that bar.
Okay. I filled it. Okay. Pink, fiery, splashy stuff all around me. I thought you'd never ask. All right, time to take the gloves off and get serious. Stop! Stop! Someone's going to get hurt if you carry on like that. All right, I won't do that voice anymore.
You're certainly better than you used to be.
You're not too bad yourself.
Very good. You two recruits certainly know one end of a sword from the other. Bravo, bravo!
Must be stewed to perfection by now. Shall we dig in?
Let's.
Smells just like home. Here you go.
Thanks very much. Well then, here's to a delicious reunion dinner. It's good to see you.
And you. What was that? An explosion?
Real sneakers? I am playing.
It's the Tunisians! The Tunisians are
Welcome.
attacking!
Huh? Did he just say Tunisians?
Yeah.
This is the very beginning of the game. Little training mission. Now we're getting attacked.
Hurry!
Let's go and
Everyone inside.
see how many monsters we can beat on. Toasty Ramen, I don't prefer YouTube as much as I like the convenience of all of our video content being collected in one place. Because, you know, we have a ton of edited stuff and we have a ton of archival stuff, and I like that our streams are right there. I know we can export from Twitch, but somehow it just never looks quite the same. But I definitely want to use Twitch more, and you know, that's one of the goals as we continue along and grow and
These people are
get into
in
this
danger.
a little bit more.
Let's do what we were trained to do.
But I do like, you know, I like this community that we've built on YouTube. And thank you, everybody, for watching this, whether you're watching this live or watching this later. It's tough that we kind of have to choose. I wish, I mean, we have done streams to both at the same time in the past, but then you're bouncing back and forth from the chats, and you're kind of splitting up where people are watching it. Yeah. I suppose we are going to have to make a choice down the road, whether it's Twitch or YouTube for our live streams.
I can't believe our first real
But they're all
battle
making
has to
it
be against our
trickier.
own
I mean,
people.
now Microsoft is in this, and they've got their own streaming thing.
We won't be very popular.
I actually wouldn't be
in Tunisia
surprised to
after
hear
this.
PlayStation is going to start
Can't
a
afford to
streaming
worry
thing.
about that
and
right now. Let's just
I wonder if
concentrate on keeping
Nintendo will
people
do
of
that,
Harbour
you know?
safe.
Very interesting days for media creation, guys. But I sure do like all of
Do you think
the
Cesar
content
knows this
and
is
the
happening?
ease of use that we've been able to put together on the YouTube
He's a prince of
channel. Okay,
Tunisia.
let's beat up some of these
We're all
skeleton
friends.
dudes.
Kind of.
So as you
Really
can
hope he's not
see,
involved in
this
any
is
of
less about being a tactician, more about seeing how fast you can press the square and triangle button. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jeremy. Thanks for that. Okay, press circle when you're tension. Okay, so this is like the super move for a second. Let's do it.
Here we go!
Rah! As long as you'll be totally immune to damage, and that's just for starters. Nice. Here comes that square button. All right. Feel my wrath.
Hold on to your hat!
So
Not
pretty.
so tough now, are you? If you think you're getting
Look at
past
this
us,
money
you've got
is
another
just
thing
flying at me.
Hey,
Come
don't
here,
get too
money.
carried away. We're fighting our own here, remember?
I'm going to kill that jug.
right.
I killed
The
it.
fight's gone out of them.
All
The
right.
Tunisians are faltering. And most of the
Oh, there's
townspeople
one
have been
bad guy.
evacuated to safety.
Look at you.
We should fall back
You
behind the
are
gates ourselves.
stupid. Got you.
Yeah, that looks like the last of them.
Streamlabs. Blade Blur. I've never even heard of this.
Why don't you pick pick on someone your
I'm so busy trying to build content, and now, you know, we're starting to get some cool partners like Vancouver Film School,
No time to be lying around.
that I haven't had a whole bunch of time to kind of figure out different ways to get this content to you guys, and different avenues for doing stuff. I almost feel like I should do a Vic's Basement Q&A type thing where I ask you guys questions.
For a reason. If that club hits you, it's night-night.
Okay, all right. This is amazing. Look at this guy.
It's enormous.
I almost feel bad for this. Like,
Since when did the
imagine,
Judician
like,
army start using these?
that's how you look, man. Like, you gotta live your life looking like this, like with your tongue hanging
Nightclubs
out.
may be big, but they take a while
giant
to recover their footing
pink
after attacking.
Fat dragon,
Wait for
but
him to
like
swing
wings,
his club,
but
then
you look
dive
totally
in and
useless.
strike.
I don't think those wings would carry that guy. Huge
Be
tail.
careful. Even if you avoid his attacks, the
Part of my
shockwaves
strategy
can
is
still
to,
knock you off balance. You
Embarrass
need to
this
jump
thing.
at just the right moment.
Prey on its insecurities. All right.
All right, here I go. I mean, what do you think you're doing, recruits? I shall come to your aid just this once, but don't go doing this again, okay?
Looks
Wait.
like he's worn himself out.
The
Now's
goo
our
puns
chance.
are like the arms puns that I made the other day in the rundown. Okay. Ah! This is not where you want to be, in the crotch of that giant pink dragon. Okay. Get away from me! Ouch. Whoa! Epic shot. I'll read your messages in just one sec here, okay? Gotta get this nightclubber out of my life. I'm sure this is just what a lot of people look like in the nightclubs when they turn the lights on as they close. Complete with the tongue hanging out.
Ha! Not so big and scary now, are you?
I think he's just about had enough.
Do it! Do it!
Don't get cocky, you two. There's nothing more dangerous
Coup de
than a cornered
grace.
beast.
Yes! Feel my pink rage. Nice. All video games are fun. Thank you, Lord Gamer. That is awesome.
Wait, that's...
But why would he?
Oh boy, I got a
So
bunch
we
of
need to
comments
make
here.
us a You can't hide
Which is
forever.
why I want to help you stream, basically a service that allows people to help streamers. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Sooner
Thank
or
you.
later, justice will be done.
I will reply to your email there, brother. Taz kind of reminds me of the monster that guards the forest temple in Ocarina of Time. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
no doubt about it.
Game looks pretty cool. That's a good question, or a good comment, Taz.
Something terrible must have happened.
Roy Teal game looks pretty cool. Not too familiar with the Dragon Quest Heroes games.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's like
You did well out there today.
To you.
it's a Mega and
I mean,
Who
Oh,
are
I-
you anyway?
I
We're
forget
not
the
from
name of
around
the,
these parts, that's for
you
certain.
guys know the names of the
Honestly,
companies
you can't
behind.
just
Some
go
of you know the
asking
names of
she
the
is like
companies.
that. You haven't
But
even
basically what
introduced
they've done
yourself.
is they've taken their Dynasty
You're
Warrior
right.
Samurai Warriors
made
kind
our
of
introductions,
template,
have we?
and they've applied it
But
to
I fear that will have to wait.
famous IP
It
like
looks like these
this.
gentlemen are keen to have a little word
I'm
with
sure I'm
us
talking
first.
over the cutscenes. Hopefully that's why I'm keeping the captions on so people can read if they want to follow the story. But when they take that Dynasty Warrior Samurai Warriors kind of gameplay, which they beat to death, quite frankly, no pun intended, with the amount of sequels that they made. I mean, we used to joke on reviews on the run that we had one of these to review every month or so. But when they take that template, which at its core is fun because you're swarmed by enemies, and then they apply it to intellectual property like Dragon Quest or the Zelda one that they made, it's kind of fun, you know, because it's fun to beat up on hordes of enemies.
If you'll forgive the intrusion,
We bring the warriors who repelled the Dionysians.
Why was our review of Alien Covenant so bad? Feral81.
So it was you who
Do you mean that we were too harsh on the movie, or you didn't like the way that we reviewed the movie?
Ah, don't mention
But
it, big man.
the movie was lame.
Day's work for the likes of us.
Seriously?
Let's see. I talk to tons of people about EP on Twitch all the time. I'm surprised that so many people are unaware of your YouTube content.
Oh, I'm...
Yeah, Jeremy, I mean, it's like,
I'm a student.
I understand. I mean, people are inundated with choice these days, you know? So all we can do is try to keep growing and doing the best that we can with the material. And unfortunately, I don't have like a big marketing budget at all, so I can't really spend money on you know, finding new ways to tell people.
That's not true.
A big chunk of our growth is dependent on people spreading the word, so I appreciate when you do that.
Think a moment. Why would spies sent by Tunisia fight against their own army? It doesn't make sense. These are not
Morco, I am
spies.
going to
They are
E3. I am
heroes.
super
I will
psyched. I hope
gladly
there are
vouch for
some
them.
massive Star Wars announcements. I really hope we get a VR
I
Star
am
Wars game that
Desdemona,
blows us away.
envoy of the High King of Accordia. I come at the behest of his radiance himself.
Victoria, I wonder if you've got any ideas of some developers that I could start that series off with. Hope you guys are doing great.
My orders are simple. Do everything in my power to
Let's see.
support you in preventing
Lord
the
Gamer, loving the
ravages of
content,
war
been
from
meaning to
blighting
give a
these
little
lands
appreciation.
again.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thanks mostly for being here. Yo Vic, excited. Yes, Worko, I am super excited. Expert Gaming, which is why your name is now Victor Arms Lucas for all the... Thanks, Expert Gaming.
Means of restoring peace. These hostilities must not continue.
G. Rockwell, I am going to E3, but I'm not going to the press conferences. I'm going to stream from Vic's basement during the press conferences. I'll announce some more about that in a Vic's basement,
Very good, Your Majesty.
just regular
I will
podcast
return
very
to
soon.
Accordia right
But
away.
we're going to have fun with that.
Your words
Taz,
will
TIE
greatly
Fighter, you know what I'm
please
talking
his
about.
Wait. You have to let me come with you. I can't
Jeremy,
just stand
thank
by
you.
and do nothing while Tunisia and Arbor tear each other apart.
Me neither. I'm coming too.
Feral81, too harsh.
Well, Your Majesty,
I don't
do
know.
we
I
have
think
a
we left
reason?
our cards and our feelings on the table pretty clearly in the video.
Very well.
I just feel like
We're
talking Alien Covenant here. the expectation was that,
Your Majesty.
you know,
I
something
solemnly swear we'll do
approximating
everything in our
the
power
quality bars
Right,
of Ridley
now
Scott's
we're
previous
talking.
Alien work
Leave it to
was
us,
going to
big
be
man. We'll get the high
approached,
help, even if I have to twist his
and it
arm.
wasn't.
You shall accompany these brave warriors, Your Majesty.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You should be serious for just 1 second.
Go safely now.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Okay, I'd missed all of that, but I think it had something to do with get out there and whack away on the square button until all of these monsters die. Was that pretty much the story? I think so. Look at this. I turned the music off so we could have this quiet time, this chat together. How are you? Are you good? It's so weird to watch all this action without music, isn't it? Should I make the voices of all those monsters? Hack slash. No, my son! That's my son you murdered! Okay, that's enough. Okay. I wonder what kind of gameplay this is going to be when you look at an intro like this. There's that dragon. We got a blue one. Okay. Oh man, I've played a bunch of the Dragon Quest games. I'm not the. I'm replying here to Matt Allen. Thank you for the love. They're fun, man. The Dragon Quest games are fun because there's a tongue-in-cheek kind of quality, and you can kind of see it in the art style, which is, you know, cartoony, kind of poking fun at itself, a little self-aware, smart scripts, great music. It's just, they're cool. They're cool games. I've liked the 3DS games I've played, the old PS2 stuff. I like the first Dragon Quest Heroes game. It surprised me. And I've only played this just a little bit, and now we're playing this together from the beginning, pretty much. Logo! Beautiful, shiny. Let's play. Get your thumb ready. On the square button. You will press it many times. Alright. Make a record of your adventures so far. Yes. Level 1. Woo! Do I ever play in my underwear? You're getting very personal, Tales from the Nexus. Of course I do. I pretty much wear shorts when I'm not on the set. Sometimes when I'm on the set. Sometimes I'm not wearing pants, people. No, but I pretty much wear shorts almost exclusively. Just like shorts, not my underwear. Don't get your minds out of the gutter. When I'm reviewing and playing games, I like to be very comfortable as I sit on my ass for hours at a time playing these games. Hey, Donnie S., how you doing? Let's see. I love all the art. The character designs are unreal. Absolutely, Jeremy. Patrick Furtado, what are you expecting from E3 this year? I am expecting some massive announcements from Microsoft, and I hope I get them. I want to be surprised by new Star Wars announcements from EA. And I want to be very, very happy by... I think Sony has been on this, fantastic run, and they are still appreciating all of it. I can't wait to play Spider-Man and Detroit and see what other kinds of stuff is coming to PSVR. But I think they're going to be just, sitting in the catbird seat, happy with the sales, very happy about Horizon. They'll probably announce something more to do with that franchise. And they've locked down some exclusivity with Red Dead Redemption 2, so we'll probably get something, maybe an on-stage demo. But I don't think we're going to get, new hardware announcements. I think it'll be more just messaging around how successful their existing hardware is. But I think what I'm going to be really pleasantly surprised about, this is my total supposition, my prediction, is now that the Switch is launched and it's quite successful and there's a lot of love for the platform, it's going to be interesting to see publishers coming back to Nintendo, and hopefully we'll get some cool announcements. I would even love to see, clearly I want to see some of the classic stuff, the virtual console stuff, but I would love to see remasters of excellent games that we've never really been able to play in a portable way. A game I always think about is SSX3, which was a total obsession. But there's lots of great games that Nintendo and its partners could go back to revitalize on the Switch that would make that machine just wonderful and just sing. I certainly felt that when I was playing NBA Playgrounds, which I just reviewed, which was fun, but frustrating because of all the things that were missing. And I just had all this flashback of fantastic memories for NBA Street. That series was phenomenal. And then, of course, I thought of FIFA Street and NFL Street. FIFA Street was great too. Not a huge fan of NFL Street, but then the Blitz games, and there's arcade hockey and stuff like that. Lots that can be done on that little powerful little dual purpose platform of Nintendo's. It's going to be a good E3, man, because this year has already been great, and I think there's going to be a lot of happy publishers and a lot of happy developers that are, sitting pretty, feeling like people are coming back to AAA and playing the massive games. And, I know that retail is changing. I know that digital is really taking over. I don't know if you guys read the news or heard the news recently that GameStop is going to be getting into board games because of their need to kind of get into other chunks of the leisure and entertainment space now that video games are really rapidly shifting to a lot more digital sales. yeah, we're going to get some good stuff this year. We already have. This is one of the strongest, you know, first 6 months of a year in games I've ever encountered. Okay. Oh, we have sleeping goons on their on goo horseback here. This is hilarious. How can you not like a game like this, right? Like, or a franchise that has characters like this. Always have the craziest enemies in the Dragon Quest games. Love it. Money is bouncing everywhere. Okay. I'm going to read a couple of comments here real quick here. Toasty Ramen, Kingdom Hearts in 3 years or so. Kingdom Hearts, yes, that's coming. What are you guys all excited about? Put a comment in capital, so the word comment is capitalized, and then tell me what from E3 you are the most excited about, and I'll read some of those out. Warco, Jeremy, I agree in having no issues with EA. They could do a little more risk-taking with small titles, but they had a great 2016. Yeah, they kind of screwed the pooch with Titanfall 2, though, didn't they, Warco? I mean, in terms of positioning it directly against Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty. That game is insane. It's so good. Metric freaking Royd. Guitarzan wants... Awesome. I always love that Guitarzan screen name. That's awesome. Swangor, you're welcome. Happy 40. Okay. I love all the art. Okay, cool. I'm just going to continue on. Bouncing money. I got a sprig of cotton top. Man, imagine if you said that in real life. Today I picked up a sprig of cotton top. Let's see if we can find any invisible walls, guys. Oh, look at that! Invisible wall! That's bullshit! Alright, we'll go this way. Look at these little punks. You're all dead. Dead! Dead! And your brother? Dead too. That hardly seemed like a fair fight. I've got a sprig of cotton top. I did. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, I see rabbits or something. They must be exterminated. Press the touchpad to toggle the map. Okay, alright, alright. Ooh, look at how much is yet to be explored. Tiny blue thing, you must die! Sleeping enemies, you must die! You must die! Oh, it's all so mindless. Okay, let's get over here. Beautiful, look at those trees. Lovely. Hello. Do you journey to Accordia, friends? Then there is something I must tell you. Hey, look at this. Thank you so much, Matt Allen. I owe you this for showing me Johnny's channel. I've been benching his videos for the last week. Yes, he is fantastic. And you know what? I keep finding some of his old videos too, and how much he has changed over the years, and how much he has stayed the same over the years. He's an incredible dude. I have mad respect for Johnny Millennium. Happy Console Gamer is... Oops. I pressed no before I didn't even read what I did there. But I think I'm okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, regenerated. But Matt, yeah, he rocks, man. I totally know what you're talking about. He is he's quite the find, and I'm very grateful to my pal Baruti, who is now working with us on EP content right now. Thank you, Bear, for introducing me to Johnny, because we are definitely like-minded individuals. Brave warriors, do you truly wish to risk the journey onward? Yes. Yeah, his videos are easy to binge, aren't they, Matt?
Not far now.
I'm hoping for a new Infamous or Borderlands. Oh yeah, that would be great. Oh, these are some of the comments, yes, from Taz. Comment Crash and Sonic. Ooh, one of the things that I did play, I think I can talk about this because they've showed this for a while. I played the new 2D Sonic game.
What is it?
That's coming out. What is it? Sonic Mania?
Through the trees.
So fun. I think that's all I can say. So fun. So fun. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but so fun! Comment, new PlayStation Portable. Cyber Anomaly. I mean, honestly, a PlayStation 4 Switch type thing. Oh my god, would I love that. Anybody else? Hands up. Tell me if you would buy. Tell me if you would buy. Working on my Barack Obama. Tell me if you would buy a PlayStation 4
Only one thing for it then.
portable.
Let's give him the old brush off.
Kind of like the Switch. Terrible Barack Obama. But would you do that? Would you buy that? PS4 portable Switch sold. Yeah, right? I don't know. I mean, obviously, it would look like such copycats, but I wouldn't care. I would 100% be like, I want.
You do.
Is that Hodor that I'm fighting over here?
Didn't you?
Oh, it's Hood.
Sure, you're not wrong there, lad. I'm blessed to have found you when I did.
Sorry if I'm talking over story points and stuff here, and you just wanted to see the game. I know that when I'm goofing around and talking so much, sometimes some of the little bits and pieces of the story content gets lost. Look at this. Nice. I am a badass.
All right, you're free to go safely on your way, good sir.
We got a hands up from Leighton JT. Taz, if I could afford it. Hell yeah, I would, Expert Gaming. So, look, we've sold like 6 of them already, so clearly Sony needs to make a PlayStation 4 Switch. Would buy. There's another one, Cyber Anomaly.
She's right. Look over there.
Does Sonic move at a pace at the same speed as the Genesis Sonic? Taz, this is for you. I was very, very happy playing that Sonic game. I did not want to stop. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not, but it was cool. There's something in here, right? So, I mean, clearly that's not normal. Let's stab it. Oh, there's another one! Oh, it was him. He was hiding. There's another one. All right. Okay, Hood C.
Of all the cheap tricks, jumping out on people from bushes.
Well, it's not all bad. Looks like they think we can't see where they're hiding.
See? There's good humor here.
Which gives us the element of surprise.
A little bit. So we're going to have some ARMS footage on the channel this week. Keep your eyes out for that. I've been, I don't know if I'm allowed to even say that, but yeah, they did the test punch thing. Let's just say I've been doing a little more than just the test punch thing. And some ARMS stuff will be on EPN very soon. This is the, I do have a lot of work that I do have to catch up on, but I've not been traveling for the last few days. And it's been good to be home. It's been good to play Prey. I don't know if you guys caught any of my streams on Prey. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'll stream a little more of that later.
We've got it all under control.
But it's been fun to be in front of my machine and playing some games, getting caught up on some games.
Just keep coming. Are you doing okay over there?
Oh, don't worry about me. Save your breath. Sounds like you need it.
Look, where did all these dudes come from?
It'll take more than this shower of amateurs to tire out the best swordsman in the academy.
Oh, and I guess I can tell you guys, this is, I've hooked up with, on an email chat with Ben Silverman and Steve Tilley and Jose Sanchez. So my brothers and I are going to do our annual E3 wrap-up show. So it'll be a nice, long discussion of all of the stuff that went down at the conferences and at the show floor and our hands-on impressions. So we'll try to get that up as early as the Friday after E3. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with those guys very much. That's what E3 is really. I mean, I love the games, love the access, love all that stuff, but it's also an opportunity for me to connect with people I've known for more than 20 years and hang out with them. It's really about the people, right? That's what this business is. Is what I hoped it would become for me, but it did. After being able to do this for so long, it's really wonderful to connect with people that live all over the world, and we all sort of commute to Los Angeles and reconvene, you know, at least once a year. This huge gathering. It's really fun.
When you say another world,
The boys are back in town. Yes, Taz.
So the place that you're from is somewhere completely
Thank you, Tom
different,
Mahoney.
Sure, 'tis the only explanation.
I have not played Little Nightmares. I've heard that's great. And there's like a Chroma Team game, and I know there's Dark Cells or something like that. There's a bunch I'm slowly getting to. I've heard that's cool.
I was rooting around for a way.
Matt Allen, yes, your typo benching did catch me off guard. But you know what? I read it. Because you give me a script, I will read it. That's what I do. Toasty Ramen, Shenmue 1 and 2 HD, please. Okay, I'll get to work on that.
No.
It's Tornico.
Sounds like my walk-in impression. G. Rockwell. Yeah, most of my impressions sound like my other impressions.
His radiance is one of the wisest men alive. Who knows? He may even.
I have been working on my Michael Caine. Some of you have heard it.
And besides, Accordia is where all the best and
I'm Michael
rarest goods
Caine,
in the world
and
change
I'm
hands.
sitting here
You might even
playing a
find
game.
legendary weapon there.
It's a Dragon Quest Heroes
Coming with
game.
us, Pickles.
Indeed. Journey with us, good sir.
What is
You
that
two,
blue
his
thing
name's
talking
not
right there?
Pickles, it's Tornico.
Tiny little
You can't just
flowing
bully him
blue
into
thing
coming.
with.
He can decide for himself.
Are those
Seriously.
testicles
You should
underneath?
come with us. We can't just leave you stranded.
What are those things?
Oh,
That blue thing
how's
is.
that for luck,
Am I
eh?
drunk right
Landed
now?
square
I feel
in
like
the
I'm
lap of
drunk.
the strongest,
Okay, that's it. That's all you got.
noblest, kindest band of heroes in this whole new world. How could I possibly find it in me heart to refuse it?
Comment. I want an initial D Extreme Stage remake or port for the PS4. Eric Timmer. We will get to work on that. I have always wanted to meet you in person, and I hope I do. Expert Gaming. Why don't you just why don't we come to Vancouver? Should we do a meetup? I've never really done that. We did that once with Leo Laporte when we were doing the lab with Leo Laporte. It was fun. A lot of people came out, fans of his. That was a cool night. I've never really done that. I know that we have been watched for a long time, but it is just I don't like to suppose that people. This probably sounds so weird and ridiculous, but I don't just expect that people would give a crap. I'm very grateful that anybody does, but yeah, I like selling T-shirts and selling Blu-rays of the shows and Patreons and Kickstarters and all that stuff. Like, all of it makes me nervous, because I know that people watch the material, but I don't expect that they want more than that, so it's always been weird, but I've certainly thought about doing some kind of a meetup. I think that would be super fun. That's why the Fan Expo things that we used to do, where I'd have the whole team come out and we'd do the meet and greets and panels and stuff, were such a blast for me. Super cool. But I've never organized any kind of a meetup or anything like that. That would be fun. I don't know any of the people at Fan Expo anymore. A lot of the people that I used to work with are no longer there. And they're also very focused, especially in the Toronto one, on getting you know, as many massive celebrities as they can to the event. I don't blame them. So I haven't really been you know, the first call that they're making in the last couple of years. But it would be kind of cool to go back because, you know, I know a lot of our viewers were based in Ontario, or are based in Ontario. But also in Vancouver, it'd be kind of rad to get everybody together. I don't know where we would do that. Maybe EXP or something like that. I met you briefly at a manager's conference at EB. Oh, right, that was amazing. I wish we could have chatted for a bit longer. That was so much fun, man. That was a real honor to go to that. Are you still at EB, G. Rockwell? Very curious to find out how everything's going over there. 62 times 78. I don't know. You expect me to do math as I'm pressing the square button? Can't do it. Tom Mahoney, I just watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrels the other year. Michael Caine was pretty good. Oh, well, thank you very much, Jeremy. He was kind of big to be hiding in the bush. Dead on, Matt. EXP, that sounds like a great idea. Get Johnny to come too. Sibby, that's cool. That's okay. Matt, Vancouver's a good time. I live just outside. Okay, that's awesome. Met you at the CVAs 2 years ago in Toronto. I don't remember that, Donnie. Still haven't seen Scott around Toronto. Must head to ANC Games. Yes, I believe he is there all the time. I miss standing in line at EB waiting for games. I live in Cowtown, and it seems all the cool gaming expos are in Vancouver. Well, I don't know about that, Toasty Ramen. I know we have some. I think we could always have more. Yeah, it got pretty crazy trying to, you know, keep up with all of the changes happening for EP in our TV days when I had the team and the bigger team and we were building so much material. But one of the dreams that I always had was to work more closely with a group like the Fan Expo folks to really build up more of a presence for that kind of thing and help to build a Vancouver con or expo that could make everybody super happy. Well, I've certainly been to enough expos and cons, and I know what's fun. I know what would work. Expert Gaming lives in Toronto. Would always love to come to Vancouver. Be great to see you out here. Vancouver's beautiful. We've had the most amazing week of weather. I tweeted we live in Vancouver, British California today because it's been surreal. Okay. Does anybody know if I've got an objective here, or am I just trying to wipe everything out? Vic, do you think it's odd that in many cases the digital content is the same price as the physical releases? Jeremy, I do think it's odd, but I think it's an inevitability right now, and it has to make sense because retail still figures prominently in the sales forecasts and you know, the bottom line for these companies. And so the retailers have to be happy. And they would not be happy if things were cheaper in the digital stores, even if they would make the content owners, it would make them happy to sell more digitally because they get, you know, a bigger chunk of each one of those sales. Retail is still a significant chunk of revenue for everybody. And also, you know, an important part of the history of games, as somebody just pointed out, you know, that they missed standing in line for games, you know, and honestly, like, used games are just as important as used records and used books when it comes to discovery, you know, and I feel like I feel like everybody is a little too quick to jump on the hype train that digital is going to be the only way for us to go. But I mean, how many times have you, in your gaming history, been exposed to a game either from someone loaning it to you or from you buying a secondhand version of a game? I think that that's a huge part of the industry, and it's been a huge part of the growth of the business. And if we all just go digital all the time and not pick up, you know, hard copies of titles from retailers, there's going to be an element of that that's really genuinely missed. So, I mean, the reason why the prices are the same is that the retailers are still very important. But I think that retailers are still very important for a lot of discerning game players and game collectors out there, and they should be. But I do think that the retail world of, you know, people selling games, it can always be improved. It's that the experience of walking into a store that sells games should be awesome. You know, it should be loaded with cool information, should be welcoming to people of every demographic, and it should be fun. It should be kind of like you're entering this you know, cool club that's for everybody, you know. And I don't know if that exists if the first thing that you see is like a castle wall of Funko Pops that you have to kind of scale. You gotta get like a rampart to bust open the door so you can get in to see the games. Oh, Matt, you rock, man. Thank you. How's the transition from TV to YouTube been? I noticed you still have the studio from the rundown. Do you own that space? I do own the space, and I own all the gear, and that's a good question. I love that we are not beholden to anyone to get our content out there. You know, it's a brave new world in that way. And, you know, I love that our material gets shared, and I love the instant feedback and the instant kind of awareness if something is, you know, being watched or not. I definitely want to grow, you know, like I recognize that we've got a bit of an uphill battle. We should have, had we been able to have been on YouTube earlier, and we really couldn't because it would have pissed off our broadcast partners. It would have been great to have been there, but there are so many benefits, especially in the space of information-based programming, which is what we always have been, to being this accessible and this shareable, that I absolutely love it. The one thing that I miss the most, and I would love to hear from you guys, and just put it with a comment if you can, is, and I think what's missed a little bit in this YouTube, Twitch kind of generation and Facebook generation, we share that material, but I don't think we watch it together. And I think that's what I really miss the most about not being on TV, is that I know, and I didn't know this when we started, but I had no idea what the hell was going to happen with EP when I started, but I know what happened as we kept making new seasons and growing the content and went from weekly to daily, is that whole families would watch the content together, and I can't tell you how proud I am of that, you know. And when I would go to Fan Expo, or I would run into somebody that would watch the stuff on TV, and they would tell me about it. They would mention that they would watch it with their family, sometimes, not all the time, and that just made me feel really proud and really happy, because I knew that moms and grandparents and little kids and all kinds of people were watching our stuff, you know, and I love that, because I had no idea. I didn't know, man. I mean, I started EP just because I wanted to watch the show, and then suddenly to hear that, you know, there was like 70-year-old grandmothers that watch the show with their family. It's really kind of amazing and overwhelming, and I don't think that's happening on our YouTube channel right now. Mostly because, you know, this content is like, we live in an all-you-can-eat eat whenever you want, watch whenever you want kind of thing, but it's also personalized, and it's also algorithmically contained for the individual. I don't know what this does. Pink power! I'm attuned. Okay. But I think that sharing of content is kind of being missed a little bit. But great question, Matt. You got me going on a massive tangent. I did press the X button or the square button a lot. My girlfriend and I watch EP on the same schedule as before, 11 p.m. It's comfortable. Oh, that's amazing, Sibby. That's incredible. Did I say 7-year-old grandmothers? I meant 70. I think there's probably some kind of a bad guy in here. What do you guys think? What is this? Nothing. Okay. There is something there. What is it? Okay. Donnie, you know how I feel about Video Arcade Top 10. What's funny is one of the producers on that show became, a pretty good friend of mine, and we ended up doing some stuff together. And he actually worked in the video game industry. He worked at Sony for a long time. He went from TV production to game production. Worked in the UK. Now he's back in Toronto. And we've shared a laugh or two about my my hatred for Video and Arcade Top 10. Oh, Matt, wear that sunscreen, man. I would like to live in Vancouver, but I'm studying right now, and it's not in the budget, unfortunately. Vancouver is crazy. It's so expensive. Okay. You see me just hacking and slashing at rocks like that? It's because I'm reading a comment. Oh, Jeremy, that's very sweet. Man, to be mentioned in a sentence with Mr. Dressup, that's just crazy to me. I really appreciate it. That's a hell of a statement. Thank you. Okay. So this is a bit of a grind fest, this game, as you are no doubt appreciating right now. I've been just on the hunt for everything. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or if I'm supposed to race somewhere, because I've been talking and not paying attention to everything, as I do when I stream sometimes. Although I was pretty dead silent for big chunks of my Prey stream because I was so focused and concentrating so hard. The game is great, by the way.
Here we go!
Oh, I pressed the circle button by mistake. That chicken is dead. Dead. You are dead. Dead. Cat, you are dead. Blue goo, dead. Oh no, you're all dead. Oh, that feels good. I acquired a hardy hide. Damn right. Acquired a butterfly wing. Okay, let's get in here. Comet. Even outside the Greater Vancouver area is expensive. Vic is on a rampage. Yes, I am, Swangor. Oh, I can run. I found the run button. This is gonna be much more interesting. All right, here we go. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. You take it easy. They're making a movie out of Rampage Expert Gaming. You don't have to tell me twice. It stars The Rock. I'll be back just as soon as I've rinsed this town for all it's worth. Okay. Eric, it's not. It will be soon. Vic's Basement Audio podcast you're asking about. Although some of our previous episodes are on some services. But you can also listen to a big chunk of the Vic's Basement Audio podcasts on our epn.tv website. It recently got overhauled, and it's a lot more in line with what we're creating these days, and a lot more cool stuff to come to there. But we do have some work still left to do, and that all happened right when we got crazy busy with production on Fire Emblem, and I was heading down to pre-E3, and it just got nuts. So this week we will whittle away at some of the other stuff to get things like the Vic's Basement audio, the audio version of the Vic's Basement streams that we do, which constitute our podcasts. Those will be available on pretty much any podcast service you can think of. Hey, look at this. I can talk to a horse. No! I have about 10 minutes left, my friends, before I have to run and go pick up my kid. But that was a nice little tasty taste of... Stitcher! That's right, Taz. Can I open this? I can. The doors are shut fast. No, I cannot. Okay. Where do I want to go? Can I change my inventory? Ingredients, Draki, weapons. Oh, look at all this stuff that I have. Cool. My daughter, Ruby, is 5 years old, and she's growing up so fast, it's ridiculous. There we go. Acquired a gold nugget. Leighton, it is, all of it is ironic. All of it is strange and weird, and I wonder, that's a good question. I wonder a lot, you know, how she's interpreting this very strange world that her dad gets to live in, you know. She and my wife, her mom, have joined me on some of the trips that I've been able to go on, and so Ruby's been very fortunate. She's been able to see a big chunk of the world, because games are made all over the place, and meet lots of journalists and friends that I've had for a long time, but also game developers and stuff. I remember when we were in Paris for Ghost Recon Wildlands, we went out for this fantastic Indian meal in the heart of Paris, and Ruby came along with me. It was just, my wife wasn't feeling so great, so she stayed back at the hotel, but my daughter came with me, and the Ubisoft folks and the other journalists that were with me on that event, and we went to this Indian restaurant. My daughter's a pretty picky eater, but they bent over backwards because they were just so happy to have this little 4-year-old at the time in the place, and you know, she was on cloud nine. She had tons of attention, and it was really cool. She was kind of being passed around, and she was talking to all the different you know, game makers that were from all over the world that were working out of Paris, and she ended up having a pretty decent meal at this Indian place in the middle of Paris. Okay, what's this? I'm going to read to you. Do you think all PS4 titles will push HDR 4K to sell PS4 Pro from this point on? Sibby, I don't know. I feel like people are being a little bit safe with that, and the Pro improvements have been negligible. But now that there's going to be two machines pushing 4K, you know, and I would hazard to guess that some skill points, okay, will change hands with the hardware guys trying to sell up to the publishers, so that they will put improvements into their games. Because there's certainly, games are definitely spec'd out, especially if they're multi-platform and run on PC. They're spec'd out to be kind of higher res and feature more visual effects than usually get cut down into what becomes sort of current day console experiences. But it is an expense to kind of send two versions of a game out there, and if the install base isn't that enormous and people aren't, I'm just getting a bunch of stuff. The incentives are a lot less for the publishers and the developers out there to, bend over backwards to accommodate that stuff. I'm kind of curious. I don't know off the top of my head. Does anybody know how many PS4 Pros have sold? And I'm sure Sony's happy with the reception. I really like the machine. One of my favorite things about the machine, two things, is the VR looks better, although the VR pass-through doesn't output at 4K, which is a major mistake on Sony's part. You actually have to unplug it from the little pass-through box that goes into the 4K TV and plug it back into the TV. Your HDMI cable can't run through the PlayStation VR box, which is nuts, because the Pro and the VR headset all came out at around the same time. But when you actually play VR games with the headset on, they look better. The machine renders that stuff with more complexity. I'm supposed to go somewhere here. And the other thing that I really like is what we're doing right now. The outputs on the streams are higher resolution and higher frame rate, which is great. Is this what I have to talk to? No, I have to talk to... Where do I have to go? I guess it must be... No, that's... Oh, I'm getting something here.
I hope you're well.
All right. Favorite Final Fantasy? I'd say 9. I like 7 as well, and I'm interested to know your thoughts on the remake being episode-based. Makes me nervous. My favorite Final Fantasy is still 3 for the Super Nintendo, which was 6 in Japan. That was the one that kind of introduced me to the epic scale of Final Fantasy in general, and I just loved it. And it's a great game to go back to. I certainly appreciated 7, but I was more, this was 97, 98, I was more into things like Metal Gear Solid than I was in kind of turn-based role-playing experiences. I think what happened is once we went to CD-ROM and sort of 3D game development and game design, everything became much more cinematic, and so suddenly we had action games that had these beautiful stories, and I think partly because of the amount of time I had to play games, which is, as a reviewer, isn't always huge, but I just fell in love with these cinematic massive escapes like that were also twitchy and action-based, like Metal Gear Solid. And then, tons of other games out there. So Final Fantasy VII, although very, very impressive, its enormity was a bit of a detraction for me because I was overwhelmed by how big that game was. But I did like it, and I really appreciated 10, and I really liked 12, and I really loved 15. I reviewed that last year, and I thought that was really fun. And actually, one of the things that kind of struck me at the beginning of 2017 is...
How goes your training?
Pretty good, but I haven't been paying attention at all, Sensei. I've been talking to people on the chat, so I apologize about that. One of the things
Focus.
Nice.
Always.
Nice. I noticed that the Japanese developers and the Final Fantasy 15 folks were part of that. had been on a tear, for several months in a row. I was playing an amazing Japanese game after an amazing Japanese game, culminating, I think, in Legend of Zelda. And I mean, here's another great one too. It's been kind of phenomenal. I would love to see a continued series of you playing through these JRPGs. That would be fun, man. It'd be really fun. I definitely love the idea of streaming more, and then sticking with the games that really captivate me and you guys, and continuing on with that game maybe the following day. I'm working out a kind of a scenario to try to get more game coverage to you guys, because I have access to tons and tons of games, but I don't have access to tons and tons of time. And you guys know, like, I love reviews on the run and reviewing stuff that way, but I feel like I can't keep up on my own, and I don't have a budget right now to be able to employ a bunch of other reviewers to be able to keep up like we used to be able to. So maybe what makes sense is to do more stuff like this, stream and chat, and we kind of play these things together. But I do love it.
Welcome to our humble inn.
Okay, so now I'm going to crash. So basically, I'm getting all kinds of. Thank you for your super chat stuff, by the way. G. Rockwell, thank you very much. You're very sweet. It's very kind. Thank you so much. I'm still getting things ready, but we'll be open for business soon. This is your first visit, isn't it? All right. We need to do a little paperwork first. Always the paperwork, the bane of my existence. Yeah. G. Rockwell, that's a very kind comment. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to get Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, coming this July. I played a little bit of that Audrien Leon. Did I get that right? Audrien? You still haven't told me where you're from. I played a little of the Zodiac Age at the Square event that I played this at, and I had a lot of fun. It was cool. It was cool to see it again. Enter an online name. Ah, okay. Well, it's got to be Batwing. I got to get going here pretty soon, my friends. I have to go get my daughter. Okay, here we go. What time is it? Yeah, I got about 5 minutes. I got it right. Nice. Thanks, Audrien. We will do it for free. Swan Gordani, yes, if you're looking to say the bane of my existence, you have to do it in the Bane voice. Oh, right. Oh, man, I forget how he talks. Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne, you're the bane of my existence. Something like that. I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen Tom Hardy's Bane. I've been working on my Michael Caine. I should do Michael Caine doing Bane. I'm Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. And now I'm Bane. Batman, I'm going to get you. Let's see the world burn, Batman. I'm sorry, guys. Do you agree to share your online ID and name with other players? Yes, let's do it. That was terrible. Yeah, I know, Donnie. I'm trying to play this very complicated game here. It's requiring me to press the square button a tremendous amount, okay? I'm just a simple fool. In multiplayer modes, you can communicate with other players using a selection of preset phrases. Hold L2. Okay, so basically, from what I gather, Dragon Quest Heroes 2 turns into Dark Souls. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But something happens here. At least it wasn't Navi again. Been loving Film Fury. Great work. Thank you, Dennis. Wonder Woman review coming this week. Many more on the way soon, too. Johnny and I love reviewing movies together. It's empty. Okay, I think I've done what I was supposed to do. Let's see if I activate some kind of a cut sequence.
Hey!
I never thought that the next time we saw Caesar would be on the opposite side of a battlefield. Did you? Saw Tom Hardy in Legend recently. I applaud the guy taking risks. Yeah, he was good in that, but I don't think he pulled it off. Again, not a believable accent. Right? You're welcome. I'm from the USA, along with being Mexican-American. Adrian Audrion Leon. I'm going to just keep saying your name over and over again. It's not weird, is it, Audrion Leon? Just over and over. It's strange. I was walking down the street muttering it to myself. I got to get it right. How would Michael Caine say Audrion Leon? Audrion Leon. We're going to go and see The High King. Yeah, you're right. Did you get to see an early screening of Wonder Woman? I can't wait to see it. G. Rockwell, I see it Wednesday, and I understand that it comes out Thursday, so we're going to have a pretty quick turnaround on the review. We could have seen it last week, but we would have had to forfeit our chance to see Pirates of the Caribbean, and that was, I think, a little more pertinent. Aw, JKB, you're a sweet man. Good to see you, brother. You did join, though, right? I guess I gotta start thinking of, like, 2-hour streams. I don't want to, like, bore you guys. I usually try to aim for an hour, but it ends up being about an hour and a half. But I do have to split here pretty soon. I'm basically trying to activate a cutscene, and then that'll do it. Hailstones can give you instant mid-battle. Okay, use one. Okay, great. All right. Thank you. Bad call, Vic. Well, you know,
Welcome, child.
part of being the
Let us pray.
a reviewer, G. Rockwell, is to take those hits so you don't have to, right? We got to take the shots. Will you permit me to record your works? Yes. Drifting Pirate Gaming. Do you and Tommy still keep in touch? Yes, we do. Not enough. And I hope that we rectify that this year. I've been percolating on some ideas for some fun things that we could do together. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say right now.
Let us pray.
I just did. Let's go. Oh, I did this. End my adventure. What? No, let's go.
Godspeed.
Okay. I guess I could have ended it right there. And this is the red-haired lady. Hello, red-haired lady. We should head to the pinnacle of peace.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're batting about, I don't know. I don't know what a bad score is, actually. That was a terrible way to start an analogy for me, because I don't really understand batting averages. But I do like baseball, but I don't follow it like Marissa Roberto. We're not batting well with our movies so far on Film Fury. We saw, what did we see? Alien Covenant, Baywatch. Yes, we saw Baywatch, so you don't have to. And then Pirates of the Caribbean, and they were not great. For the first time, I've seen EP over 20 years ago. You and Tommy were the driving force for my love of the industry. I'm a streamer and trying to grow. Thank you for your inspiration and memories. Oh, Expert Gaming, you're very sweet. Thank you. Watch, Taz. Someone's been watching.
I bring grave tidings. If you will permit me to make a full report.
You serve me as impeccably as ever. Come, lift up your face, child.
Come.
Sire.
And take back one kadam, for only the Hebrew God whose ark this
It would appear that you have not returned alone.
Belloc's
Indeed,
staff
sire.
is too
These
long.
two brave young warriors
They're
aided me
digging
greatly
in the
in my
wrong
mission.
place.
I'm glad you found support in some quarters, and yet it is plain that the Dionysians could not be persuaded from the path of aggression.
I'm digging the voice actors in this
With
game.
the help of my
They're very
companions
good.
here, I was able to turn back their advance at the inner gate. But the Tunisians seem determined to press their advantage.
Leighton, they did
It is only a
indeed
matter of
make
time,
a
I
Baywatch
fear,
movie.
before they renew their assault.
I don't know what the box office was, though. I
Eurasians.
was trying to check for that earlier today. I forgot.
The King of Harbour, distraught
How did it
at
do?
what has
Does anybody
befallen
know?
his people,
Why do
has
we fall?
expressed a strong desire to
Good
negotiate
question,
peace.
expert.
Accordingly, He asks that I relay to you his dearest wish. He humbly begs you to intervene as supreme sovereign of the 7 realms and seek a resolution without further bloodshed.
And what of our young Harbin friends? What would they have me do? Do you, like your ever-noble king, wish to make peace with Tunisia? Or do you perhaps seek vengeance instead? Answer truthfully now.
Made 18 million, huh? That's
We
a
want
bomb
peace,
for
but we
rock
want the war
standards
with
expert
Tunisia
gaming.
to end. But
We're not Harbins. We're Tunisians born and raised. But, well,
Oh,
the Harbins have been good
28.4,
to us,
that's
to me. So we
better.
don't want anyone hurting anyone else. Not Harbins, not Tunisians, no one.
Sure, they were
war to
predicting a
end,
massive
and we do
success.
anything to stop it.
Oh, the children of Tunisia standing up for their Harbin cousins. How chivalrous. I do love
So Guardians
spotted
beat it, huh?
selfless heroism. The events of these past days have come perilously close to upsetting the balance of our world. But fear not. I hereby swear, as supreme sovereign of the 7 realms, to do all in my power to prevent that direst of prophecies from coming true. However, before we set about bringing this war to an end, we will first need to understand its causes.
Causes? You wish me to uncover the Tunisians' motive, their reason for attacking?
I do.
I will leave for Tunisia right away, and believe me, sire, the truth behind their war-making will not elude me.
I'm coming with you.
Me too. If anyone can talk some sense into Cesar, it's us.
Yes, your fates and those of the warring kingdoms are already intertwined. I suspect that you may indeed be of use. You have my blessing.
Yes! We won't let you down, your radiance. Just you wait. You're going to be so glad you sent us. We'll peer into Cesar's ear hole and find out what's going on in his thick head.
Honestly,
Huh?
that's the most important man in the world. When you speak to him, show some flipping respect.
That's good.
Very well. Set forth without delay. The seeds of war shall not be suffered to take root in our world once more.
Okay, my friends, when this cutscene is over, that's hilarious. I love that they have that old sound effect. I have to depart. I guess that is going to be the end of the stream for today. Definitely going to be streaming some more. I might stream a little Prey tonight. I'll let you guys know. But definitely diving into my backlog and checking out some of the new stuff as well. So stay tuned for some stuff on ARMS this week, and lots of other good stuff as well. And I'll probably do a little bit more of the Twitter polls and things like that, and ask people what they would like me to stream, and give you guys some choices. But I love doing this. Sorry, Salazar. Sorry, I gotta go. I got to go pick up the kid. But very, very, very kind of you all to join me live for this, or if you're watching this later. Appreciate it very much. I will talk to you soon. Have yourselves a fantastic Monday evening. Take care, everybody.